Hi, this is Kristen Reed from Graphic Arts Magazine, and I'm here with Tony Karg from Fujifilm at the Graphics Canada show. Tony, what have you brought to the show with you?
Well, I think we brought just about everything to the show this year. So what we've done is we've designed our trade show booth around a typical print production facility. So what happens is people coming into our booth, they're greeted in a boardroom, and we engage them and talk about the different types of business challenges and project challenges. And then from there, we take them into a pre-media and pre-press department where we talk about our XMF workflow and color management technologies. And then from there, we break off into a digital printing department where we have our full range of Xerox, black and white, and color devices, as well as CTP and offset, so our different types of processless plate and low-chem plate solutions, and then finally a display graphics department. So the whole booth is laid out like a production shop, simulating like they are going to have to run their business. All right?
What are some of the major growth streams you're seeing in your business right now?
I would say that in the last year, the primary growth area has definitely been the display graphics end of the business. It's up about 20% year over year. So even in a challenging economy like this one has been, people who have invested in that technology have actually seen very good increased sales and business growth. That isn't to say that we haven't seen interest in the digital print or in the offset side, but a lot of that technology has been somewhat limited by the economic situation.
What are some of your customers' biggest needs right now, and how do you think those needs will change coming up in 2010?
I think that it really breaks down into four specific areas. The first and foremost is that everybody wants to increase sales. So what we're trying to do with the layout of this type of booth is to talk about if they're in offset, maybe they should be thinking about digital and display. If they're in digital, maybe they should be talking about display technologies, because it allows them to grow the amount of business they have even with their existing customer base. That's the first thing. The second thing is the issue of environmental compliance. So one of the things that we've tried to do at the show is make people aware of the challenges of disposing of plate effluent. So we built a wall here talking about our plate technologies and some of our competitors' technologies, and actually showing how when you pour that product down the drain, some of the product is compliant and some of the product isn't compliant. And the challenge of non-compliance is very high cost to a printer. So the third area is increased labor automation. So with the employees that we have in our companies, we want to actually generate more productivity. So some of the solutions that we've built on the booth, like our Tascaro Universe product, actually enhance labor automation. So the final area is cost reduction. So we have some technology on the booth that talks about ink saver technology. So in offset printing, wanting to reduce 20% of their ink costs by introducing that technology. So those are all the four key areas that we felt we really needed to address for our customers.
What are some of the major trends you're seeing right now, and what are your thoughts on the future of the Canadian printing industry?
Well, we're actually very confident about the Canadian printing industry. It has certainly been a very challenging year for us and for our customers, but by implementing those four areas, sales, cost reduction, labor automation, and environmental compliance, the printers that have embraced that and are using this opportunity to retool and retarget are actually seeing good business success. So we feel that both in the digital and the display end of the business, companies that have invested in that technology are actually growing their business year over year.
So there are some companies that decided not to come to Graphics Canada this year. What was a major decision factor in Fujifilm deciding to come, and what does Graphics Canada mean to you?
Okay, I think the single most important thing is we wanted to talk to you, right? You're our customers, so the best time for us to engage with you is at a trade show. We can talk to, in the case of this show, we had 8,000 people pre-register, and over these last 3 days, it's been a fantastic show for us. Even, we're in the last day of the show here. Even if the show ended right now, we have twice as many sales engagements as we had in our last show, and 3 times the number of sales. So there's clearly interest in the marketplace for wanting to talk about Fujifilm and its technology. So from a show perspective, it was an opportunity to engage and talk to our customers. I think from our customers' perspective, it was an opportunity to see and feel technology, right? It's very difficult to be exposed to so much technology in so short a period of time. And because we were focused on those key areas, cost reduction, labor automation, increased sales, I think that resonated really well.
Well, that's great. Thanks so much for your time, Tony. This is Kristen Reed from Graphic Arts Magazine.